almost didn't make it. All right, good afternoon, Craps fans. Do we have audio? We're good there. And there we are. And there's midnight. Dr. S. Oh, man. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah. Priorities. Got to take care of them priorities. I still got to figure out how to play my level, $500 level, the way you're doing it, because you're still killing it pretty much every session. I don't understand why it's not working for me, but it's not. All right, 6 is the point. Got audio, so I don't need to do any hand signals. Hey, there's Charles. What's going on? Good evening. All right, so I'm going to start over on the 10 for $250. $6 vig. All right. So I saw that video, Charles, that they put out with the big birds, and it appeared like they made money. So I'm thinking that appearance was not accurate based on what you said. But when David counted up, he had $13,598. $98 they gave to the dealers for a tip, which was nice. So he had $13,500 after they got the money right. Oh my goodness, it took them a while to get that payout correct. 6-point hit. All right, so we're down off at the 10, back out on the 4, and we'll leave that vig over there. We'll do that. All right, so I'm just going to go down there and back out for 200 lay 4, level 1. Here we go. Oh, that was last month? Ah, okay. Since it was released a day ago, I just assumed it was the last one. Bad assumption. Yeah. 235, fever. All right, so level 1 on the 5, that's going to be 200, and that's a $6 vig, which I've already paid. So we'll just put this back over here. All right. And there we go. We're rolling. Yeah, I didn't see you in the video, but that didn't mean anything because I'm sure there were people behind where the camera was. Boxcars, midnight, double on the bubble. Five, 4, 9, Colt 45, center field 9, Old Man Earl. The Lunar New Year parade in Summerlin was pretty cool last night. You know it's a highfalutin shopping area when you get out of your car and you smell the scents on the street. It's like, damn. Two craps, aces in both places. We were going to stop into the Red Rock for a little with love always, but it was way past my bedtime, so Back. Turn into a pumpkin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Easy doosey, 3 craps. Five, three, eight. Easy 8. Five, 1, 6. 60 from Dixie. At least the weather was nice for a walk. Thank you for going for a walk and getting a little bit of exercise. It was. I was upset with my watch because it was only showing 100 steps, and then I'm like, oh, wait a second. Yeah, that's all I did today. 314, little Joe from Kokomo. It's like, yep, that was accurate. Big old nothing burger on the Waco-meter.
So it happens when work gets in the way of going for a walk with your legs in the
Yeah, no kidding. Now, I still only got 2,600, so not great, but much better than 100. And it said, my watch said it was a little over a mile. 8, square pair. Hot 8. 11,000. But you also did a workout class and walked a lot further than I did, more than double what I did. Semantics, semantics. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's doing their errands thinking they're gonna eat.
6-1, we're all done.
It's not even 4 o'clock, dude. Go lay down.
All right, so that's going to pay me 126 plus 6, so that should be 132. We'll just take 130. All right. Back on the lay 4, $5 vig. Here we go. Oh, it shows it right there, 126. All right, so 130, I gotta give that back and take $1. So there we go. We're up 126. 8, 5, 3, 8. All right, so the point is 8, and we're gonna start our back and forth progression. 250, $6 vig. Start over on the 10. See if we can dodge the point of 4 or 10 when I'm on it. Six, 5, yo, 11, yo. What's up, Midnight? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Well, you're having trouble getting up there, huh? Not giving it quite enough oomph. No, I didn't. 2 craps. So I got the spam masubi today when we went over to do a return, an Amazon return at the UPS store. Came home. Man, that was a lot of rice. It was an interesting flavor profile. Came with teriyaki sauce and, oh, I got to move. That was a 2 craps. All right, so I'm going to move back here. Got to be able to talk and chew gum at the same time. So yeah, it was different. I don't know if I'd order it again. Yeah, Linda says negative. 516. 426, 2x4 lumber number. May I have that? Thank you. And that, thank you. Whoa. It's right here. It's right here. Oh, you got it. You got it. You got it. Oh, shit, I didn't move my damn. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. All right, I gotta move that back to the 10. Gotta do that first thing before I start fooling around with the cat. Ah, and there's the 10. All right. I don't know if I had that right or not, but in the end, it doesn't make a hill of beans. All right, so that was level 1, so now I'm going to be at level 2 on the 4. And that's a $12 vig. All right, level 2 on the 4. There we go. And we got a 6-1. All right, so that's going to pay me $237, so I lost a little bit on that one. All right, so 25, we'll just do 240. All right, back to level 1. $5-2, that's a come out winner. $100 for 5. We'll repeat that bet. Hey, Nick. Good evening. 549, Colt 45. All right, on the 9. 200 on the 9. $6 vig. Six, 4, 10 down on the end. Easy 10. Police have been very busy outside our corner this afternoon. All day, really. It's been nice. Pulling people over left and right. Write them up. Boxcars, midnight, double on the bubble. Five, 3, 8, easy 8. Hey, old fart Ron, good evening. Welcome back. Good luck. 5-2, we're all through. All right, so what's that going to pay? Another buck and a quarter? Yeah. 329. All right, back on the lay 4. There we go. Dr. S is working, so he's not participating tonight. But he did stop in to say hello. Thought that was nice. All right, 200, lay 4. Here we go. A couple more come out winners would be nice. Oh, that's not a good one. 314. Boom. All right, so level 2. $500, lay 4, $12 vig. Four, three, 7 out. All right, so that's going to pay me 237. We'll just call it 250, which is what it should be anyway. Since I paid the vig, that's what. All right, back to level 1. Another 7. That figures. Steady roller. Another 7. Yep, reliable too. 8, 5, 3, 8. You know, I'm the jinxer. That's what I hear. All right, so back to level 1, 250. $6 vig. We'll start back on the 10. There we go. Man, coming up on the quarter hour already. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, but if you look at the distribution, we're right on for the 7s right now. So nothing out of the ordinary. 325 fever. All right, so we'll move that back to the 4. There we go. We're over on the 6s and 8s. Over on the 2s and 12s. 6, hod 6. Back to the 10. Three 7s in a row. How about another? Yeah, thank you. I think that's a great idea. If only I had some influence. 415. Horse and buggy. Well, hello, Midnight. Hello, Midnight. Welcome back. Welcome back. 426, 2x4 lumber number. Back on the 10. Whoa, look at you. Wow, when it's in front of you, you're all over it. Six, 4, 10. Oh man, we got knocked off that 10. All right, so that's level 1. Or $12 VIG. All right. And we're rolling. Oh, you're putting your claws in there. Guess we got to trim their nails this week again. 628, point hit. All right, so we'll take that down temporarily, go back out for our $200, lay 4. All right, take that down temporarily. $200 lay 4. Oh, and we are at the quarter hour mark. Get a point established. You want to roll? Do you want to roll? 314. That would have been better for me. All right, so I get knocked off. So we were at level 2. Now we're going to go to level 3. All right, and that's $18, I think. Yep, $18. All right, let's check the leaderboard first. So 18, 25, 7 for 25. Let's get the dice down here. Shoop. All right. We got Old Fart Ron, top of the pile, 1,500. Looks like he's done. Off to the cage. Nick, 405. IPTV, 355. Charles, $300. Bubba Trader, minus 81. I'm down 100. Seth, good afternoon, minus 225. Blue Jay Way Kevin, what happened? 2 days in a row, 5K? Oh my goodness. Super Miser 420, 5K down already. Wow. You guys are swinging for the fences. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss. All right, so I'm on the floor, level 3. Here we go. Hey, Michael, good afternoon. You're all in the field. All right, here we go. Michael's all in the field. Here we go. Let's put that $1,000 chip out there. All in the field for Michael. 5, Fever. That's a no field 5, Michael. No field 5, 4-1. So you are all in and all out. All right, where's that 7 I was promised? Come on, big red. 5 again, 4-1. Three, 2, 5. Just to rub it in. 8 square pair. Nick says, what is this? A Subway commercial with all the fives? 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 $5 foot long? See, my wife got it. That's funny. I didn't get it. $5 foot long. Thanks, honey. I appreciate that. 628. It's been a while since they've had a $5 foot long. Where are we at? Roll 15? No, roll 13. Four, three, seven out. All right, so that's going to pay me $356. All right, yeah, we'll just do $355. It doesn't matter. Crapsee's keeping track of it. All right, that was level 3. So now we got to go level 2. See if we can ladder back to base. 200 and nickel. There we go. Work, 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 work. Six, 4, 10, down on the other end. All right, so that's going to be another $500 10 lay. That's a level 2. And that's going to be a $12 vig. All right, we'll just go down with that one. Out for 500 on the lay 10. Here we go. Oh, down to 8 players. 549, Colt 45, center field 9, Old Man Earl.
What's up, baby boy? You were not neglected.
Four, 3, 7 out. All right, so that's 250 there. Oh, look at that. We're at 495. Nickel away from our win goal. $200 lay 4. Oh, what was that? What? Walk away for $5. Yeah, you're right, IPTV. That's what a sane person would do. Absolutely. 437. That's a come out winner, and that is my win goal right there. $590. Nice. All right, I got to see if I can do this 11 times in a row though, so I can answer IPTV what my win rate is. So I had a blowout yesterday, so I got to see whether I can win 11 times now to that one loss. That would be the goal. That would be the goal. I was watching some videos on the Venetian food court earlier. the troopers, Life of the Troopers. And so friends of ours invited us. They had 2 extra tickets, and they invited us to go to the Sphere to see the Eagles this Saturday night. So we're really excited about that. We're going to meet them over at the Venetian for dinner at the food court, and then go watch the Eagles. Got a floor seats, whatever that means, 8 square pair. So it should be fun. Looking forward to it. Very excited. Boxcars, midnight, double on the bubble. I didn't like the Subway bread. Yeah, I always like the. My wife got the multigrain. I like the plain white bread. Turkey wraps, which are pretty good. They're probably healthier for you with the wraps anyway. Jimmy John's. I like Jimmy John's, not for the bread though, because I like their, not if they don't call it protein style. What do they call it? Just the lettuce wrap. Jimmy John, Italian. I think they call it the Vito with the lettuce wrap. That was one of my favorite Jimmy John's. 639, Nina Nina. Turkey Slim Jims. Hmm. Hey, Crypto Addictive. What's going on, brother? Hope you're not driving right now. Don't want you to get in trouble. Oh, Firehouse subs are great. The steamer, that's the one we like that we used to get fairly regularly. Yeah, Firehouse steamer, man, those are yummy. They kind of lost their luster a little bit. I don't think they're as good a value as they were, but yeah, the steamer, that's still my favorite. 538. Point hit. And the one we tried here, Capriati's. Capriati's does a really good sandwich. They're kind of pricey, but when I was up at Santa Fe Station, when we were getting the house put in, I got their, what's the fancy meat? The Wagyu. And their sandwiches are huge, 18-inch sandwiches. I mean, it could last me like 3 or 4 days. But we've gotten a couple here because there's one right over here around the corner on Bingo, and we've gotten we had like a 2-for-1 deal or something, and we got those. And they had what they call the Bobby, which is like the Wawa turkey for Thanksgiving. Comes with turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, stuffing. It's like Thanksgiving in a bun. 628, easy 8. Smokehouse brisket. That sounds good. Never tried that one. Yeah, they're a little more pricey, but if the quality's there, you don't mind paying a little bit more. Not an exorbitant amount more, but a little bit more. Yeah, I used to love the spicy, the BMT, right, at Subway. That used to be our go-to when they'd have like two footlongs for $7 or whatever. That was a great deal, and that would last us a couple of days, 3 days. 538, point hit. We got a hot shooter. Hot shooter. Yeah, I know IPTV. 2 points does not a hot shooter make. I can hear you already. I know, I know. To the cage. All right. Good job, Nick. You betcha. See you tomorrow. Have a great evening. 437. That's either a loser or a winner, depending on which side of the pass line you're on. Man, look at those eights. We are way over on the eights today. All right, just about at the half hour mark. Time to check on the peeps. Oh, hot shoot. Thanks, IPTV. Man, you are just such a Debbie Downer. They put the mayo and barbecue sauce on the brisket. Ooh, that does sound good. I love me some brisket. And I like mayo. Wagyu beef. Yeah. Wagyu burgers. Grand delish. I like it. 538. Easy 8. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really tell the difference in the sandwich. You know, they advertise it as Wagyu beef, but then honestly, for my indiscriminate palate, I couldn't really tell much of a difference. It was a good sandwich, though, and it was certainly very large. All right, 8 is the point. Let's check the leaderboard. And we got Old Fart Ron, top dog, 3K, and off to the cage, it looks like. Seth, $1,230, good job. Charles, 911, very nice, number 3 spot. Then we got IPTV right behind at 825. Nick has got his $600 and off to the cage. I got $600 and I'm sitting here happy as can be. Bubba Trader minus $130. Blue Jay Way Kevin blew through his 5K and so did Super Miser 420. All right, here we go. 8 is the point. What's the point? 8's the point. Yeah, I think in a burger where it's more dense, right? You could probably taste the difference. I mean, it looks different, that's for sure. But in a sandwich where it's sliced, I don't know. I just, with all the fixings and everything in there and the oil and vinegar, I just I couldn't distinguish it from any other meat. 6-1, we're all done. All right. So 10 rolls does not a hot shooter make. Got it. No matter how many repeaters you have. All right, I got to get some more water. So today was a two for one coffee at the Human Bean. So we went through a Human Bean coffee shop in Arizona on our way here, and it was great. Great service. They give you a little espresso, chocolate covered espresso bean on top of your coffee, and they had a Mexican coffee that I really liked. And so they opened one up here on Charleston. Not after we got here. It was after we got here. But they're doing construction up there, so getting around up there is a little challenging. But anyway, 2 for 1 today. So we got a couple of Human Bean coffees, highly recommended. 6-4-10 down on the end. Bison burger. Yeah, I've had bison burger. I would be to the cage, but doing it for the YouTube algorithm. Okay, thanks, IPTV. Yeah, bison burger is definitely a little gamey, but very good. Yeah, they give out T-shirts at 25 rolls at your casino, so that's a hot shooter. Got it. All right, that's the yardstick by why. That's the yardstick by all that all hot shooters are measured by. All right, 6-5, yo 11, yo. Yeah, and that video that I watched, and they just released it. I don't understand because it was the Big Birds, and according to Charles, it was last month, not the one they just did a few days ago. But they just released a video. It takes them that long to edit the video? That's crazy. But David had made a point a comment in that video. I didn't watch the whole thing. It was over 3 hours. He made a comment about a hot shooter, I guess, at that table. And he said if they were at the Fremont, they would have got a hat. I think Fremont does the same thing, 25 rolls for a hat. 5-2. We're all through. All right, may I have these? Thank you. Can I pick up this on my way? Thank you. Whoa. Oh, look at you, man. You're nailing that stick. You're like, I got it. I got it. Oof. All right, so that's off. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy, Midnight. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah, that's T-shirts for 25 there, and I think you said it was 50 for a hat, and then after 50 they start giving you money. That's a lot of rolls. I mean, that is a lot of rolls. 10, hard 10, kitty paws. Hard 10, right? You got 10 toes, 10 claws, right? I know, I got to trim them. I got to trim them. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, yes, sir. All right. Dennis said he would post the next video at the time of the next event. Wow, that takes a long time to post, huh? My casino has 2 progressive 60 plus rolls and then another one at 70 plus. Okay. Yeah, I think I know you've explained that in the past. How big do those progressive pots get? Boxcars, midnight, I'm guessing they get pretty big. It's not like a bad beat or something that happens fairly often. That's a lot of rolls. But again, it happens, certainly. But when you get up into the 60 plus and 70 plus, that definitely does not happen very often. But I'd be curious how big the progressives get, and then what do they reset them at? If it hasn't hit in a while, the 70 plus rolls can be over 5K. Yeah, nice. 628, easy 8. That would be a nice bonus. I don't think I've gotten 50, 51, 52, but never 60. 5-2, we're all through. The 60 plus rolls is usually just under 2K, but I will check when I go next. There you go. Just inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, I never see anything like that here in Vegas. 639, but I haven't seen all of Vegas either. But I never heard of that here. 9 is the point. 639. 325. Point hit, 639. Three, two, five. No field 5. Point is 5. 314, Little Joe from Kokomo. Oh, IPTV says, looking at the online app, which resets at 12:30 p.m. today, somebody named Lawrence H. rolled 50 rolls at 3:03 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So it keeps track of the daily highest rollers. That's cool. 617 off the 5. Yeah, I was looking the other day. I was looking up places to go gold prospecting in Nevada, and just northeast of you in Reno, there was one of the better spots. 516, 60 from Dixie. But if I'm going to drive 7 hours, it's going to be a camping trip. It's not going to be a day trip. It's a long drive. 516, 60 from Dixie. All right. IPTV says, yep, 12:30 to 12:30. Lunchtime to lunchtime. And if you're in the top 5 rollers, you get free play or comp dollars. Oh, that's cool. At least they give you something. That's nice. 325. Is it random how much they give you? Like spin the wheel type of thing? 516, point hit. All right, coming up on the quarter hour. Couple minutes. Two craps, aces in both places. First place, $100 in free play chips. Ah, nice. So, and from there it goes down to to 5 places it pays. Nice. Just for having a good roll. That's pretty nice, pretty generous. 6, 4, 10. Be curious to see what the daily. So that person had the 50 roller. What were the other four that won? All right, so we're on the 10. Were they all close? High 40s? Just curious, wonder what the spread was. Fifth place gets 25 in comp dollar, or 3 to 5. Okay. Two. Second place gets $50 in comps. 314. IPTV says, oh, Charles, do you use a dry washer? I don't know what a dry washer is. If that sounds like something you would use for mining, I've never done it. So one of our neighbors here has saying she's got all these different appliances and stuff that you can use where it's dry. She's got metal detector, she's got pans, she's got everything. I guess she used to do it with her husband. 314. I got that in there. All right, we're ready to go. So I'm assuming, Charles, that has to do with prospecting, but I don't know. Otherwise, I'm not sure what a dry washer is. I read either way. I don't know what a dry washer is, honestly. Quarter hour. Ooh, I'm a little delinquent. Yes, thank you, wife. 639, Nina. All right, gonna do that quarter hour check. Thank you to the wife for reminding me. All right, old fart Ron, top dog, 3K still. He's not even playing. Charles, number 2, 1950. Good job. IPTV, 850. Nick, $600 and already to the cage. I got $600. Bubba Trader, minus 16. Oh man, you're so close to the green. Keep it up. The Justice Gin, just barely upside down at $83. Marty, good afternoon, minus 317. And then Seth, Blue Jay Way Kevin, and Super Miser 420 did not make it today. All right, here we go. Nope. Yeah, Trouble's over here sitting next to the shoe box. Having dinner and watching a nice vid. There you go. 347 out. Yeah, I got to go find October Sky. I think that's what Charles has said we got to go watch. Not sure about the Idiocracy, but October Sky sounds like a good one. All right, where are we at? Coming out. It started at 12:30, so you can't see yesterday's winners. But since 12:30 today, the top 5 are 50, 36, 27, and 27 and 25. Thank you very much. It is for prospecting in the desert areas or a metal detector. Interesting. Dry water, dry washer. Yeah, she said she had something that's specific to areas where there is no water. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. 628. And she's like part of the 49er or I don't know if that's a national thing or the Nevada, prospecting group or something. And I guess they have a bunch of claims in different places where you can go and do some manual mining, I guess. No machines or anything. whatever that's called. Sounds like fun. I mean, we're loving the outdoors. Dry pan. How do you do a dry pan, right? I mean, you got to swirl the water around. It's like a sluice box, but there's no water. So you're not using water to clean up the rocks. They just settle in there. I mean, I remember using, so in California, in the development there, they had a bunch of old fossils, and you'd go for like shark's teeth, and they had the sifters, basically a sifter, right? Just dump it all in there and sift, and you end up with the rocks and the shark's teeth and on top of the sifter. 4-3, 7 out. Yeah, she said you can pan for silver too, I guess. It's not as heavy as gold, so, but I guess the principle works the same. You swirl the material in a pan, and the gold drops to the bottom, like in a creek. But how do you swirl dry material? Never tried it for silver. Huh. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of, there are some gold spots here in Nevada, but being the silver state, I assume there's more silver spots. 4-3, 7. But silver to me is, I always think of silver more in the vein, but I guess gold goes in veins too, in the rocks. So I'm not sure how the nuggets and the loose bits come up. And is it the same for silver? I don't know. All right, so that was a 7 out. We are coming out. Got about 10 minutes left to make your mark. I don't think I would take it too seriously, but it'd be something fun to try recreationally. 6-5, yo, 11, yo. 4-1-5, horse and buggy. 4-2-6, 2x4 lumber number. Well, I'm glad we didn't have any audio issues today. Just fired right up. That's good. All right. You sift it with a classifier into the pan, which leaves loose material. The gold is heavier and seeks the bottom. It's interesting when you say a classifier. I mean, I know I understand the concept of a classifier in software and artificial intelligence or machine learning, but I'm thinking when you say a classifier, so you're looking for a particular size, and by using a particular classifier, you're weeding out things that are smaller than that size. I don't know. That's interesting. Interesting terminology, and I'm sure it was part of the vernacular of mining well before it was part of the vernacular of software, because everything's based on something that's already come before it. Very interesting. Yeah, you screen it. Yeah, I got you. Yep, yep, yep. It just seems difficult without the water, right, to move the material around. So you're dropping it in there, but do you just do it by hand then to move the material to try to find the little gold specks? I mean, it seems reasonable. I can understand conceptually how that would work. 325. All right. Looks like we got about 6 minutes left. Same thing with gems. Use a classifier. Sounds dusty. Yeah. Hey, David. Yeah, like with the fossil hunting. Yep. Yeah, you just left. But you said they're heavier. But in this case, you expect them to drop through, whereas with like the fossils or the shark's teeth, all the loose stuff drops through, and the shark's teeth are left in the screen. 426. Sounds like it's different because the gold is heavier, so it's going to drop into the pan, and you're taking out the larger stuff. Anything that's, I wonder how you determine what size classifier to use. Got to be based on the probability of finding a particular size nugget. You're more likely to find a particular size that will drop through, which makes it easier to find. I don't know. Interesting. Thank you. Thank you for the education. See, it's not just about craps. It's educational. Educational programming. 628. Easy 8. All right. Looks like we're already on the 6, which I missed. Four, 2, 6 point hit. All right. I think this is going to be our last shooter. Coming up on the hour, top of the hour. All right, the gold drops through. Classifiers are sized in the units of 0.25, quarter inch, minus, or half, or 0.5 minus. So either quarter inch grid or half inch grid. But they're sized in units of quarter. Yeah, okay, got it. Or sized in units of half. 8 square pair. Basically chicken wire, right? Chicken wire in a frame. Yeah, I love watching Oak Island and all the different technologies they bring to bear. But the big old dump truck, holy crap. Like the one they use for the trash, the big trash, and they just pumping all the rocks and everything in there. It's like, oh man, that's on a huge scale. 5-2, we're all through. Well, we got time for one more shooter, I guess. All right, last shooter coming up. 5-1, 60 from Dixie. All right. 6-1. That was a quickie. That was a quickie. PSO on the old six. All right, that's it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hopefully, you had some fun. Old Fart Ron finished with his 3K, being the top dog. Charles, 1630. Marty, $1,100. Very nice. Good job, everyone. Nick, 600 bucks and already to the cage. I have my 600 bucks. IPTV, plus 510. Nice recovery. Bubba Trader, plus $4. Ooh, Justice Jen, minus 470. That's a big swing for you. All right. Seth, and Blue Jay Way Kevin and Super Miser 420 all lost their bankrolls. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope some of you had some fun. And I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Have a great beginning of Wednesday. No tomorrow? Oh, I got my meeting tomorrow. Thank you. See, gosh, she's great. All right, no crappy hour tomorrow. Well, I can do it early.
Is Charles still on?
Yeah, Charles is still on.
Um, his wife said for the mushroom rice, beef consomme, what's the other soup? I need to know that, please.
Linda's asking, what was it?
Beef for the mushroom rice,
For
beef
the,
consomme, and what's the other one?
for the mushroom rice, beef consomme, and what was the other ingredient that your wife said she needed to do for that? Anyway, send me a text or an email. Do it early? All right, Jen, I'll do it early. All right, so we'll do it an hour early tomorrow from 3 to 4 instead of 4 to 5 Pacific time. So we'll see you back here tomorrow, not the same time, but we'll see you back here at 3 p.m. Pacific, and we will do it an hour early tomorrow. All right, got to get your crappy hour in, even if it is an hour early. All right, anyway, this is Scott from Paradise Craps, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, just early. Later, Gator.